Previously on Lissa's life.
The diagnosis would be atrial fibrillation. Now, atrial fibrillation, and I also had ventricular tachycardia. I would put that. The fibrillation to where it was, my heart would beat so fast. It would be so fast. I would be in the hospital laying in the bed. I remember I would have a lot of ICU visits. I would be laying in the 200 or something, no lie, for me laying in the bed. It's shift, and I ain't do nothing but get up and open my eyes. It was hard. It was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to live. I'm sorry, that was the truth. Like, I didn't want to keep pursuing this life. I didn't know what was going to happen next. It was very hard. It was like very hard to keep myself motivated to do the things that I had to do, because it's like, why? Girl, you are out of breath. Girl, you cannot breathe. It was like, I would just be walking to my girlfriend's house just because I wanted to see her, and child, I would just be throwing up. It's like I couldn't walk outside without throwing up. It would be so embarrassing, but it wasn't my normalcy. I just started taking medicines. That became my normalcy. Going to the hospital became my normalcy. You know, seeing doctors' faces all the time, seeing my nurses' faces all the time. That became my normalcy. They became my comfort. They became my family. It was like my whole world shifted from this healthy little girl to a person with Danner syndrome. And it's like, how do you shift yourself from that? How do you just snap? And honestly, you guys, once 2020 came, after November of 2019, once 2020 came, right after that, a month after that, I was in March and May of 2020, I was getting evaluated for my heart transplant. And that moved on quick because I was getting evaluated. They was doing things. They was I was going in and out of the hospital. I was getting certain procedures. I was getting a lot of biopsies to check on my heart, to take a piece of the tissue of my heart, to you know, a biopsy of the heart lining is when they take a piece of tissue of your heart and they test it for different things. And I go in, and sometimes with the atrial fibrillation and with my heart beating so fast and things like that, to get it to a normal heartbeat, I would go in and they would shock my heart while I'm sleeping. And I would wake up and they'd be like, it's better. And I would feel better for a couple days, maybe a week or two. And I would go get shocked again. And I was supposed to get a pacemaker, a cardiac pacemaker. But I did. A pacemaker helps the chambers, your upper chambers and your lower. It helps your heart chambers beat and sync so it could pump blood, which is the problem. My heart couldn't pump blood very well because it was so stiff. Now I will have to go get shot, and I'll be okay for maybe a couple days or maybe a week or two, and that would shock my heart, and then I would have my loop recorder. I would see the doctor frequently, but after that, I see my doctor this one time, and they said, you are gonna have to be put on the transplant list. Not put on the transplant list, be evaluated for the transplant. And they started, and they told me that it would happen soon. And this was between March and May of 2020, and I didn't know I was going to be having a heart transplant in October 2020. Everything was fast. Everything came so fast. Like, but them days suffering, them days throwing up, them days fighting, them days trying to get through, them days getting shocked, getting poked for blood, to get tested, They were hard. It's a lot of nights that I spent alone in the hospital. Like, all I had was my care team. It was hard trying to adjust to new medications from somebody who never took no medications in their life. Somebody who never thought they would be having to do a surgery. Somebody who never went down so many times on anesthesia, but I had to keep going down on anesthesia to get my heart shot, to check on my heart, to make sure my heart was okay. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was traumatizing. And honestly, like, it built me into the person I am. I'm still trying to learn myself. Still trying to find who Lissa is after the transplant, because I'm still stuck at 15. To be honest, to be truthful, to be real, I'm still stuck at 15. I'm still stuck at the girl who thought she was fine, who didn't think she needed a transplant, who thought she had a heartburn. You know, that's where I'm still stuck at. It was hard to honestly digest that. It was hard to, it still is hard to digest it. Every day it's hard to put the pieces together. It's hard to figure out why. It's hard to figure out, because it went so fast. I had no time to prepare. And when I did, in October, October is the month that I got transplanted, but I was in the hospital waiting for my transplant before that. So during that time as well, it was like all too fast. Like, when I went into the hospital that one time, it was a one time that I went into the hospital, and after that one time they said, it's time to put you on the transplant list. And it's time to go. And it had to been a couple of weeks before October 2020, and I was walking around with my pole every day, giving me the strength. My pole, he was giving me my pole, meaning like my IV, had IV with medicine, that, you know, steroids to keep my heart moving, keep me good, to keep me together. Just walking around with my pole every day waiting. And it never gets easier. Like, it never gets easier to me. It never do. It never does. Honestly, I'm so grateful, like I always say, for this journey. But Lord, it hasn't been so much. Lord, it hasn't been a fight. It hasn't been a fight. I can explain how much it's been a fight, how lonely it got. How many times, how many people I lost. Whew. But the Lord, he guided me through it, and he still guided me. The Lord, he was with me through it all. He's still with me. Lost a lot of people. I started to really, I gotta get myself together. I started to really, like, stray away from people. Like, stray, not stay, stray. Like, I had to focus on my health. Like, nobody was taking it. I didn't feel like nobody was taking it as serious as me. Nobody was worried as much as me. I mean, it ain't your life, but it's like, you're supposed to be my friend, you're supposed to be my family, you know? There were certain things that I didn't hang out with the people I used to no more, because I didn't want to explain to them the things that was going on. My body was changing. I had to take steroids. I had to take different medications that made my weight go up, that made me feel insecure about myself, that made my face fat. you know, I can't hang out with you today because I might not can't breathe today, or I might can't, you know, even make it to walk down the steps to get to my door to make it to your house, or make it anywhere. And people didn't understand that, or maybe I didn't even most of the time tell people that. I just, like I said, straight away, I didn't think people would understand. I didn't think people would care. Like, honestly, it was a lot. My face was getting fat, like huge. If I have some clips and videos, I would put them up. Like when my heart would go really bad, even like now in the transplant times, if it would get really bad, they would put me on steroids to help it. And steroids make you eat a lot. Steroids make you gain a lot of weight. My face would be fat. My legs, my feet, my hands, like mostly my face, like mainly my face. It was just like a bluefish, and I didn't want nobody to see me. I had a lot of changes in my body. Like, I didn't want to be around nobody because most of the people that I was around, we was moving, like we was walking certain places. I was nervous that I couldn't keep up, or I was going slow people down because I couldn't breathe, or, you know, I just put myself in a category, like, I don't want to say it, but I put myself in a sick category. Like, I put myself in a place, like, I can't do as much as others can do, so I gotta stay away. Or I can't move like y'all, so I gotta stay away, you know. It was like of that sort, because I didn't want to keep nobody. I didn't want to keep nobody up. I didn't want to be. I'm not that type of person being pain around people. Like, people see my pain, let people see what I'm going through. So I just stayed away, and that turned into I was being fake, and I was, you know, only keeping around for certain reasons, or, you know, it just turned into that. And I understand it and I get it now, but sometimes it hurts because it's like, I wish people understood more. I'll be putting a lot of things in this video, like things to help better understand, maybe some pictures and things of that sort. Please excuse the shaking. I picked up the tripod and I'm holding it now. Little selfie thing, whatever. But please be advised that I be shaking. My hands be shaking. But anyways, yes, I will put a lot of things in the video so it could be more understanding. Excuse, like, my words get very jangled and jungled and jumbled and bumbled, so please just bear with me. That's all I ask. I really appreciate you guys for watching, and, you know, showing love. Keep showing love, because I appreciate it. I do. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Look out for after the transplant series and all the videos that we'll be uploading. This will probably be like a 3-part series, and after the transplant series will be longer because I have way more videos. But before the transplant series is way more important because it's the key. So yeah, you guys stay tuned and like, comment, share, and also subscribe. This is Lissa's Life. Peace, love, and blessings to all. Lissa is out.